Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Sioux Falls O'Gorman would like to welcome you to the MAC, Monsignor John McEnany Field, on the campus of O'Gorman High School for this evening's tilt between the visiting crosstown rival Roosevelt Rough Riders and your Sioux Falls O'Gorman Lady Knights. At this time, I'd ask that you please stand, remove your caps, and observe the national anthem.
Well, welcome, folks, to Soccer 605.
Now, for clear introductions. First, for the visitors, the Roosevelt Rough Riders. Number 3, Madison Resser. Number 4, Allison Bren. Number 5, Bryn Elwine. Number 6, Grace Beam. Number 7, Jocelyn Beam. Number 9, Marissa Class. Number 12, Olivia Harriger. Number 13, Harper Smoot. Number 14, J.C. Bailey. Number 17, Sarah Lund. And number 00, Madison Waltman. And now for the Lady Knights. Number 2, Izzy Hedge. Number 4, Elizabeth Sarda. Number 5, Mallory Hatzel. Number 6, Sophia Connolly. Number 7, Teresa Pujado. Number 8, Sydney Benner. Number 00, Ashley Arbo. Number 13, Ashley Beacom. Number 16, Molly Detzel. Number 17, Jillian Gower. And number 18, Mackenzie Eckerd. Your officials for this evening's contest, the center referee, Megan Glenn, and the assistant referees, Kevin Bray and Harold Podorowski. Now, let's play soccer.
And we're back on, folks. Welcome to Soccer 605. Looks like we're going to have a real good game here today. We're up in the press booth, and so what that means is we're going to be missing part of the field, the very right corner to the right of your screen, but we should get a good picture from every place else. We tried sitting up on the roof where we normally do and love to shoot from here at McEnany Field, but this rain.
Tonight is Fan Appreciation Night. There'll be special drawings at halftime.
This rain just isn't conducive to us doing a good live stream broadcast. So I want to remind you also that we will have this game not only live and uploaded automatically to the Soccer 605 YouTube channel, but we'll also have this game in beautiful high definition video. These players frequently want to have a memento or get some highlight clips, that sort of thing. So we'll have that available. Starting to see folks come on board, and the kickoff. Teresa Pajado sends it over to Gower. She goes back. Detzel, they're going to swing it on around. That'll be a Roosevelt throw. Harriger tries to get it in. Harassed there off the ball. Mackenzie Eckern playing over on the near side with Jillian Gower. That pass nearly picked off by Grace Bain. Back into the Roosevelt defense. They pump it forward. Now Pajado with the ball at her feet. She goes back to defense with it. And they tried the right channel, shut down there by Roosevelt. And the ball runs out. It'll be a goal kick. Sophomore Ashley Arbo in the goal tonight for O'Gorman. Been not a very good 2 years to be a goalkeeper at O'Gorman. Last year, starting keeper Christina Wagner tore her ACL. I think it was the third game. Pujado turns and sends it down the side. That's going to get run down there by Carriger. Christina Wagner tears her ACL about the third game of the season. Olivia Sorrell, a sophomore at that time, steps in, does a tremendous job through the rest of the year for O'Gorman. That'll be a goal kick. She tore her ACL this summer. So now the O'Gorman girls have resorted to freshman Jillian Barkas, who has done a tremendous job. But last week she was knocked cold at a game in Yankton in a goal, and so they're under concussion protocol right now with her. And that's how Ashley Arbo ends up being the goalkeeper for Sioux Falls O'Gorman. On the other side, Roosevelt, we saw tonight Tamika Anderson, their tremendous senior keeper, walking around with a stiff leg brace on. She said that at practice the other night she felt the pop deep inside her knee, and could be that is a torn ACL as well. So bad luck all around for the goalkeepers. So now we have ready to put this ball in play Madison Altman, a freshman. So it looks like she was brought up off the JV side. We don't have her on the varsity roster. That ball runs out. Olivia Harriger puts the ball in play. Izzy Hedge, number 2, running up top there. You'll see her throughout the night, making big efforts and just really being a pest there. Where you need a lot of work to be done, that's a good place to have Izzy Hedge. Teresa Pajado in a fight there in the middle. She ends up losing the ball. And that's kicked out by Elizabeth Sarda on the right side. Teresa Pajado left foots it down into the left channel. Mallory Hatzel after it. She had the ball, and that's kicked out for a throw-in. So it looks like we're going to be missing both of these corners here, folks. Apologize for that. We're doing as good a job as we can given the circumstances. We're happy to have a shelter, otherwise we wouldn't be able to even bring you the game. J.C. Bailey after it there for Roosevelt. That gets knocked away by O'Gorman and put back up. Pujado chests it in the middle. She slides in, touches it farther into the near channel. Real nice play there. Izzy Hedge pops it up. And the ball now over to Ashley Beacom. That ball is in the corner. And sent back. Deflected out by Roosevelt. Beacom pumps it forward, runs into some defense there, but there's Pajado. That ball was ripped out of there by Jocelyn Bame in the middle. And that's out for an O'Gorman throw. Hedge fights Pajado. She rips one. That goes wide to the left. She was looking for Mallory Hatzel over there on the left channel. And that's out for a Roosevelt throw. That ball kicked forward to no one in particular, but foul called. Harriger will put the ball in play for Roosevelt. Izzy Hedge turns, carries forward. Pajado's with her. She just draws a lot of attention everywhere she is when she has the ball. Big one popped high. That comes off woodwork. That was Mackenzie Eckern who took that high long shot. Madison Altman, the keeper, didn't act too concerned as it came up. I'm sure she's tall enough to touch the bar. At least I hope she is. She's not a real big keeper as a freshman here. They play it back. She pumps it up into the middle. Ball ends up on Pajado's foot. She sends it right over to Sarda. Try to do a give and go. That's fouled up. Eckern sends it on over to Gower. Pajado turns back in. She's not getting very many breaths of fresh air here so far tonight. And that's smart of Roosevelt. You don't want to let her have any time or space. She will make you pay. Through ball. And that's going to run out. Time to thank our first sponsor of the night. You'll see above and below your scrolling, or above and below your video player, you'll see scrolling dashboards. And the first sponsor we want to thank tonight is Home Federal Bank, who have been a great sponsor of the Sports 605 platform. You probably have a Home Federal branch in your town. If you do, stop in and thank them for supporting youth athletics. Home Federal Bank, it's your time. That'll be out for a Roosevelt throw. That's kicked out, and it'll be an O'Gorman throw. Jillian Gower to put it in. She goes to Bajado. Nice win there by Sarah Lund. Mallory Hassel looked to get it in front, but couldn't quite get it there. It went out of bounds on the near side. Grace Bame tries to get it forward, misses with that pass. And Ashley Arbo comes out of her goal. And that'll be a corner kick for the Roosevelt Rough Riders. 27.5 here left in this first half. And again, sorry for the lack of vision there. Dangerous moment there, supplied by the Roosevelt Rough Riders, but finally the ball goes out for a goal kick. It's always kind of scary when a ball gets bouncing around inside your 18, and especially when it comes in your 6. Ashley Arbo punts it out. That one almost made it through. Izzy Hedge was looking for Teresa Pajado there. Sarah Lund races after that ball, but it runs out of bounds before she can get to it. Beacom sends it out into the near channel. It ends up with Izzy Hedge up top. Grace Bame again. She cuts in. Ball touched away there by Sophia Connolly. And Teresa Pajado pops the ball up back behind the defense. Not enough white shirts up there to make it dangerous for O'Gorman at that point anyway. Ball comes out wide. That's centered and kicked out of there by Jocelyn Bame. Up to Grace Bame. She tries to get it forward. Molly Detzel ends up with it. She left foots it out of bounds. Detzel's looking in pretty good form. She was one of those players late last season who tore her ACL. Looks like she's rehabbed that knee very nicely. Pujado with the ball. A little long on the first touch. Roosevelt knock it away. Now Izzy Hedge has it. She sends it out to the right flank. That's onside. And that ball runs out for an O'Gorman throw. 23 minutes left now and change in the first half. Great ball back behind the defense. But she was offside. O'Gorman doing a pretty nice job knocking the ball around. They did lose the string of possession there, but just doing a real nice job moving it out of pressure. Center Megan Glenn says that's a little excessive there. We will be at Howard Wood Field Thursday night, day after tomorrow, to bring you a boys and girls varsity doubleheader, our very first live stream from Howard Wood Field. We're looking forward to that. It'll be Yankton visiting Roosevelt Thursday night. Pujado tries to send it through. That's knocked forward by Jocelyn Bame. They get the ball out on the right to Sarah Lund. She sends it across. Kicked out of there. And the ball's out of bounds for a Roosevelt throw. Word a little earlier that Pierre and Aberdeen girls drew at 3 each in Pierre earlier today. And the Brookings boys were up 2-1 on Watertown earlier at halftime. I'm sure that game is done. We just don't have a final end for it. Grace Bame centers it. There's a defense in the way of that. It'll be a Roosevelt throw. Roosevelt ready to get some fresh legs in the game. Oh, I'm sorry, that was a goal kick. Jocelyn Bain gets it up in the middle to Allison Bren. We were on the Roosevelt and Lincoln girls game last week, and Allison Bren was everywhere in that game.
Rough Riders, number 2, Hannah Perez, and number 20, Cassidy Erickson.
Hannah Perez and Cassie Erickson in. For J.C. Bailey. And Bryn Elwine. Roosevelt throw. And Madison Altman kicks that one out. Roosevelt starts the game 3 wins, no losses, and 1 tie. O'Gorman 4 wins, no losses, and 1 tie. They'll let that run out. Jillian Gower throws it in. That one's through. Grace Bain had a beat on it. Molly Detzel got to it first. Tried to connect across the back, but the ball went out. Allison Bren trying to fight through there. Ball goes out to an O'Gorman throw. 16 and a half minutes left in the first half. Scoreless draw at this point. Minor collision there in the middle. Foul called on Fajardo against Bren. Jocelyn Bain takes the kick. And that's going to run out for a Roosevelt goal kick.
Fans, don't forget Fan Appreciation Night. Drawing at the half. If you're lucky enough to get a tab from your O'Gorman Night player, you must be present to win.
Fan Appreciation Night here at McEnany Field. And of course, we appreciate all of our Soccer 605 fans. Ball knocked away by Brent. It's going to run out for a Roosevelt throw. Fujado battling up the side. She was hard on Olivia Harriger, but finally the ball goes out and the throw goes to Roosevelt.
Entering the game for the Knights, number 14, Miranda Eckern.
Miranda Eckern
in the Riders, number 16,
in the game.
Jorgensen.
And Taya Jorgensen in for Roosevelt. And that's out for a Roosevelt throw. Ball's played back to the keeper. And Madison Altman tries to connect there with Jocelyn Bain. Ball does get away. Roosevelt get it back. And over to the left back it goes, Madison Reeser. That ball knocked out there by Elizabeth Starta on the far side. Roosevelt throw. And now the ball back to O'Gorman. With just under 12 minutes left here in the first half. Scoreless draw. And O'Gorman has had one great opportunity. A long ball that came off the crossbar. Ball comes right, and it comes out to Brianna Allwine. She centers. Fujado in there battling for her team. And that ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a Roosevelt throw. Now, Teresa Pajado sends it down the middle. A little too much pace. She's used to feeding the ball to Alyssa Weidler, who may be fast enough to get a ball like that. And Weidler not in the game tonight for some reason. We'll try to run that down for you. Roosevelt alum Carly Muller, Texas A&M player, U.S. National U20 player a couple years ago. Started her final year at Texas A&M. That one squirts through, but a little emergency defending by a Harper Smoot gets it kicked out.
Returning for the Knights, number 18, Mackenzie Eckern.
Mackenzie Eckern back in the game for Ashley Beacom. Eckern with that long shot earlier that came off woodwork. That ball runs out. It'll be a Roosevelt goal kick. Well, Gorman knocking the ball a little bit. It gets in the middle. Roosevelt kicks it back out. Another one coming in, but that goes wide right. And it'll be another Roosevelt goal kick. Let's thank another sponsor during this substitution. Beef O'Brady's, another great sponsor of the Sports 605 Network. 2 locations to serve you in Sioux Falls to enjoy. Beef O'Brady's North at the Sanford Sports Complex, and Beef O'Brady's South at 69th and Western. Just a couple minutes away from Yankton Trail Park. Go check them out. It's a great place to go, and nobody out beefs beats. Cassidy Erickson bringing that ball forward for Roosevelt. And a centered ball. That was a pretty good opportunity. We'll check and see who was over there on that side for Roosevelt. Anyway, she took a little bit long to clean that ball up, and defense organized in front of her. That ball runs out. It'll be a Roosevelt throw. Grace Bain streaking down the right side. She makes a move inside. Some very good defending there by Sophia Connolly on Grace Bain. I wish you could have seen it, folks. Real nice work, Sophia. That one was close and touched out by Ashley Arbo. It will be a corner kick. Roosevelt way out at the 18 on this one. And that ball comes in and picked up by Ashley Arbo. Three and a half minutes now. Clock ticking away on the first half here at McEnany. Jocelyn Bain coming forward. She tries to get it up. That's knocked out of there, but ends up on Cassidy Erickson's foot. She's encountered there by Miranda Eckern and actually gets the ball. And that'll be out for an O'Gorman throw. We'll see another substitution.
Number 15, Abigail Muller.
Abigail Muller, freshman defender, entering the game. Jillian Gower
for Roosevelt
goes out.
10, Cassidy Segich.
Cassidy Segich in. And it looks like Marissa Cass coming out. Ball kicked out there by Roosevelt. And it'll be a Roosevelt throw on the far side.
1 minute.
1 minute left here in the first half. 1 minute. Teresa Fajardo touches it back out of pressure.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that's going to do it for the first half. Roosevelt and O'Gorman fight to a scoreless draw.
Fans, don't forget Fan Appreciation Night. We'll start the drawing soon.
And let's show a little appreciation for a few more of our sponsors. Cellular Only, your premium Verizon retailer with stores in Pierre, Watertown, and 2 locations in Sioux Falls. If you're ever in Sioux Falls and want to get a top shelf meal, we're recommending that you go to the Original Pancake House for breakfast or lunch. The Original Pancake House is just east of the intersection on Kiwanis and 41st Street. They just do a wonderful job there. Great place to eat. And speaking of that part of town, our supporters that Play It Again Sports have just moved to a new huge location, and that is just south of 41st Street on Western, across the Western Street from Shields. And they've got everything you can need. If you're in the mood for a little softball or baseball gear right now, they've got a tremendous sale going on. Go in and stock up on all your softball and baseball needs.
Fans, please take out your tickets. We'll read off the winning numbers. We have a series of
Well, folks, we're going to take a little break here. We're going to go out and get cooled down a little bit, and we'll be back with you in about a little over 8 minutes, and we'll start the second half of this affair. Tied up 0-0, Roosevelt and O'Gorman.
If you have a winning ticket to Lisa B.
See assistant coach Mike Greco down there talking to the Roosevelt side. And we're going to give it another try. There were some opportunities that first half. Center Megan Glenn having a look. Play soccer. Jillian Gower throws it in on the far side. Banged around a little bit. Comes out to Roosevelt's favor. Molly Detzel takes a big swing at it and misses. And they get the ball over to Sydney Venner on the right channel. Now Izzy Hedge lays it out. And that's going to run out of bounds for a Roosevelt throw. Pujato hard after it. And that'll be a goal kick. She was right in Harper Smoot's back pocket there. Heading to the goal. And really Roosevelt very lucky she didn't get a chance there. She is just deadly from that range, especially on her left side. Molly Detzel touches it back up into the middle. Ashley Beacom sends it to the right channel. Knocked out of there by Roosevelt. But back in. And freshman keeper Madison Altman picks it up. Be a Roosevelt throw. Marissa Cass touches it inside. Sarah Lund hard after it though in the far channel. She centers, and Molly Detzel in the way of that. But it goes out over the end for a Roosevelt corner. Jocelyn Beam intercepts that Fajardo pass. And it'll be a O'Gorman throw right here in front of us. Izzy Hedge with a double head ball. Trouble. And that'll be a goal. Teresa Fajardo stays with the action. Does a little bit of footwork. Pops it up over the keeper. And that'll put O'Gorman up 1-0 early in the second.
The goal for the Lady Knights, scored in the 45th minute by number 7, Teresa Fajardo.
Next, for Roosevelt, they have Yankton Thursday night. We'll bring you that game live from Howardwood Field and Brookings. And then they, on September 19th, they travel to Pierre to play a very tough Pierre team, who are undefeated still, tying today with Aberdeen Central 3-3. The edge touches it toward. And another one for O'Gorman.
The goal for the Lady Knights, scored in the 7th minute by number 8, Sydney Venner.
Sydney Venner with that goal. A lot of half left at 33 minutes. And a lot of work to make up now for Roosevelt here on O'Gorman's home field at McEnany. Allison Brand there looking for the give and go. But Elizabeth Sarda was in the way. Teresa Pajado lays another one out there. Angle wasn't quite right there for the run. Sarah Lund gets wiped out over there, but she's up and back in the game. J.C. Bailey carrying the ball forward. And it goes out for an O'Gorman throw. Pajado really showing up this half. Roosevelt have been giving her just a tiny to play into, and that's making a difference in the game. Izzy Hedge had a bit of an opportunity there, but Roosevelt defense got in the way. Foul. Roosevelt free kick. Allison Brand sends one forward. O'Gorman have a little trouble controlling it in the back. Finally kicked out there by Sophia Connolly. It'll be a throw-in. Deep in O'Gorman territory. Played back, Pajado almost intercepted. Little miss there on the give and go. And a lot of pressure there by O'Gorman. Roosevelt throw. And it comes to Cass. She turns and left foots it in. That's banged out of there, but looked like Sarah Lund got her foot on it down there, but just couldn't control it enough to get a decent shot off. And that'll be a foul on Izzy Hedge there. Jocelyn Babe puts it forward. Headed out of there by Molly Detzel. Cassidy Erickson sends it forward, but can't connect forward. Fajardo comes through it. She's going to spray it out right. And that's kicked near post. And Madison Altman controls it. Izzy Hedge puts it over in the right channel, but that runs out.
Pitch for Rough Riders number 2, Hannah Perez.
Hannah Perez in. The senior. She's in for Harper Smoot. Or J.C. Bailey, excuse me. Izzy Hedge trying to go to the far channel. That's intercepted on its way. Mackenzie Earn sends it over to the left side. Fajardo now. She plays it back. Grace May carrying the ball forward. In the middle it comes, but it's touched out. Throw. Just in the game. O'Gorman up 2-0. It'll be a race, but keeper Madison Altman out to gather that up. And that'll be a Roosevelt throw. Fajardo taken down up above the 18. No foul. That ball kicked out there by Elizabeth Sarda. Quickly across, Sarah Lund gets a touch. She sends it back to Harriger. Bren sends it to the middle. Casty Erickson had the ball knocked away from her there. But the ball finally does make it out to Sarah Lund. She sends it in. Sarda sends it back out for the Knights. Real nice turn there by Mackenzie Eckern. But O'Gorman can't maintain possession on that attack. Grace Bain tries to find Sarah Lunn across. That's intercepted by Jillian Gower.
Number 3, Kylie Abraham.
Kylie Abraham, a senior, entering the game for O'Gorman. Ball put through. Abraham cuts it back. Finally gets knocked away. And here come Roosevelt the other direction. Grace Bain carrying the ball. She can't get it past Molly Detzel. And the ball runs out. It'll be Roosevelt throw. Molly Detzel with another nice piece of defending.
Returning to the pitch for the Rough Riders, number 5, Bryn Elwine.
Ellison Bryn comes off, and Bryn Elwine on the pitch for Roosevelt. Cassidy Erickson turns. Finds Sarah Lund. That's knocked away, however. Olivia Harriger with the throw in. That's intercepted. And she makes a great ball to Kylie Abraham. Strong keeper. Bujada doesn't mess around at all when that ball is on it hard. And that has been her team many times in her career. Only a junior, she's been named to the Soccer 605 Elite 11 twice. She's the youngest player ever. Elite 11 team. Looking for Lund up top. Molly Detzel breaks that up. Grace Bain over to save it. Erickson with it. Headed forward. Sarah Lund sends it forward again, but no connection. It'll be
Game for the Rough Riders. Roosevelt and number 4, Lady Knights.
little over 18 minutes left in this affair. Time's ticking away on the Rough Riders here, and they're having plenty of trouble getting connected into the final third. Bujada taking her time, trying to make the right pass there, and looks like she did. That's forward. Bujada's on it. She does not waste a moment. Molly Detzel bangs it back forward. Now there's a battle down the right side. Kylie Abraham for O'Gorman. That ball finally runs out over the end for a Roosevelt goal kick. Jocelyn Bain wins that ball from behind. She's in attack now. She has Sarah Lund on the right. She spreads that ball over there, but Molly Detzel just barely beats her to that and kicks it out of bounds. Great piece of work there by Jocelyn Bain, winning that ball from behind. That's popped up and handled there easily by Ashley Arbo. Kind of a testament to how well O'Gorman have been playing in the middle and defensively. We haven't said Ashley Arbo's name very often here in this half. Teresa Pajado wins another one, and center Megan Glenn says a little harsh there. We'll come out the other way, thank you. Jocelyn Bain, long ball up. Detzel one touches it back into the midfield. Kylie Abraham sends it forward. Bain out to challenge that. Cass trying to connect with Erickson in the middle. That's knocked away. Bain tries diagonal, but there's defense there. Ashley Beacom sending it forward for O'Gorman. And a long ball up. They're looking for Pajado up top. One too many touches there by J.C. Bailey. She had some help. Got knocked away. Kind of a common thing with these young players. Just under 14 now. And a quick look there at our Soccer 605 boss. That pass off course, but Pajado picks up the long touch. Puts it down into the corner. And that will be an O'Gorman throw-in. Deep in Roosevelt territory.
For the Lady Knights, number 33, Teresa Fisher. And returning to the game, number 15, Abigail Muller. And number 8,
Teresa Pajado off to get her first rest of the night. Made a huge game. That's what over to and that will be a goal kick. A little over 11 minutes left here. 2-0 lead. O'Gorman over Roosevelt. Both teams playing with replacement keepers tonight. And it sounds like she's rehabbing that knee real well. Going to be in the sports brace here pretty quick. Harper Smoot sends it forward.
Speed. And for the Lady Knights, number 2.
Without much reward,
Elizabeth Sarda.
But that does not seem to have bothered her. Her work rate has just been very high all night. She gets a rest here. Grace Beam on the field. J.C. Bailey around a little bit in there. Couldn't really get a good foot on it. But that does end up deflecting out on an O'Gorman player. And now Harper Smoot will serve this corner kick. No doubt about it, Roosevelt has to get something going real quick to change the momentum in this. Jocelyn Bayman a battle there with Teresa Fisher. And O'Gorman throw it in. Fisher tries to head it up. It goes out. Elizabeth Sarda turn. Comes back in the middle. Knocked out of there, but O'Gorman. 7 minutes. Center hedge heads it a long ways up into the top of the D, and it's headed even farther forward. Elizabeth Sarda. Maltman gets a hold of it. Betson on the Up next here on McEnany, the Roosevelt boys and the O'Gorman boys. We will be on our way to Yankton Trail Park to take a look at the Sioux Falls, Washington girls and Brandon Valley girls and boys games taking place over there. Clock just ticked under 4 minutes remaining. And we're not looking at a so they're setting up that now. That ball headed hard, but off target. Good opportunity there for O'Gorman. Ashley Beacom with control of the ball. She touches it up to Mackenzie Eckern. Eckern sends it back over to the right. Abigail Muller. O'Gorman with a pretty good string of possession there, but finally knocked away by Roosevelt. Missed touch there in the back almost made things exciting, but O'Gorman did get control of it and maintain possession. Madison Altman now with the ball out. And there's Mackenzie Ecker on the ball. That runs out to Roosevelt's favor. Once again, as time ticks away, we want to thank our sponsors, Home Federal Bank, who's been a great sponsor of the
1 minute remaining.
Of the Sports 605 platforms, starting with Soccer 605. Beef O'Brady to Sioux Falls Complex and south at 69th and Western. Cellular only. Your premium Verizon retailer with stores in Pierre, Watertown, and 2 locations in Sioux Falls. I want to also thank one of the best places ever to eat, and that's the Original Pancake House. Just east of the Kiwanis and Western, or Kiwanis and 41st Street intersection in Sioux Falls. What a wonderful place to eat. Fresh ingredients,
10,
and they do it right every
9,
time.
8, 7,
Our friends at
6, 5,
Play It Again Sports Sioux Falls.
3, 2.
They're right across from Western.
Lady Knights 2, Roosevelt 0. Next game for the Lady Knights will be Thursday night at Brandon Valley at McCarty Park. Come out and cheer them on.
Folks, we want to both rising programs. Thank you.